Good morning. It's Valerie,
Right up.
otherwise known as Chick Picker. We have Nikki, the Poplar Picker. How's everybody doing? Me and Nikki,
You're.
we're energized. We've had our little walk.
Yep. I
Not
can't
so
believe you're
little.
already at. I can't believe you're already at 330 episodes. Wow.
I know, right? That's crazy.
Yeah, I remember when we were all excited about 100 episodes.
Shoot, by October we'll have see was it October? I think it was December. So by
um,
December maybe we'll have it was December 6th of 2016.
really?
Uh-huh. Morning,
Oh,
Hank. Yeah, December 6th, 2016.
huh. I'm gonna piss this person off because I don't have any blinkers on my trailer.
Well,
Oops. Sorry.
like I always say, better to be pissed off than pissed on.
That's right.
Oh, Hank. She said, so since messing up so bad with my graduation application and realizing it yesterday, I'm second guessing everything I do now.
Oh, jeez.
I don't have I don't have a worth point and had no comps to go by for this t-shirt that I have listed. It's been listed 3 days and I got an offer of 65, but haven't accepted yet because I really have no clue.
Mm.
I really have no clue what it's actually worth.
Oh,
But 65 for a t-shirt, that's pretty darn good.
yeah. What kind of T-shirt is it?
I don't know. She said, I want to accept the offer, but I wish I could find just a couple of comps to see if I'm leaving a ton of money on the table or if
Yeah.
I just need to accept the offer and not be greedy. Bridget has worth point. So once she comes on, maybe you can ask her.
Yeah. Oh,
So,
here comes the train.
oh, she goes, I've gotten far more for teas before. So I'm like, it's a 2000 concert with some pretty huge bands. Yeah, Bridget has, sorry, Bridget, if I'm putting it out there, but
No, that's okay.
Bridget has worth points, so maybe she can help you
Yeah,
with
definitely.
that.
Yep, let me get the chat up so I can look. Time went by really quick. You guys were walking, and then next thing I know, here you are.
I know. It went by really quick.
I'm packing, so.
Oh, great, Mary. Mary made ambassador on
Yay!
Posh Saturday.
Job.
Very
Good job.
good. Yay. So, yeah, Hank, if you
What
can
is
give
it?
us if you can give us a little bit of information on the shirt. I personally owned it for years and have zero clue what I paid for it years ago. That's why I listed it.
Message
Just need the
message
comp.
Bridget on Facebook with a picture of it and stuff.
Yeah.
Facebook messaged me.
Yep. That's the
Well,
best
that's nice of
idea.
you, Bridget.
Yeah. I mean, I kind of put it out there. Probably
Oh,
shouldn't, but
I don't mind at all. I mean, I'd rather use it as much as I possibly can. I pay for it, so.
yeah. Yeah, just send Hank. Just send her a picture of the shirt through Facebook, and then she'll look it up for you.
Well,
Yeah,
I'm gonna try to. Oh, go ahead.
let's see. Oh, okay, Mary. That'd be great. Let me know and
What?
I'll send you a. She said I may want to come on the show tonight.
Oh,
That's great.
Mary, as in Grandma Magic Classics.
No, Mary O.
Mary O. Oh, hi,
Uh-huh.
Mary O. Ain't too many Marys.
Yeah, Hank, I know the you got to get some more sales before you jump into a subscription. Yeah, I get
Oh,
it.
Yeah.
yeah, completely. I totally agree.
Hmm. Well, you
Mary
got a
said,
lot going out too. You're a student and everything.
Right.
You got a lot of money going out. Yeah.
I just found it was helpful to have with just the type of stuff I find and sell, and
right.
Yeah.
just
You know, I just never really. I don't know. I just never really found it that big of a deal. I don't know. I do my research. I do my research on Google, and possibly some stuff I may be leaving money on the table, but whatever. I just do my thing.
had to call in
I
the
get,
reinforcements yesterday for that thing.
so so what was it called? It was a
Bearing scraper.
Bearing scraper.
okay.
I have no
Now
idea.
what now
Use
what is that for?
I was gonna say, I have no clue.
So you can scrape bearings.
On a car?
Bearings, just bearings, whatever you have bearings for. I mean, they use bearings for all kinds of things.
Oh,
So is it more of a mechanical
Yeah.
it's kind of funny
but
because it was with all the kitchen stuff.
I know, that's crazy.
And they had on the tag, it was from like an antique shop. They had splitter on the
Huh.
tag.
Yeah. Yeah, I saw it and I was like, well, that looks like a bearing scraper. And then, but then I was like, well, it said splitter, but yeah, it really looks like a bearing scraper. Well, anyways, I I told you what I thought it was.
Right.
And then I was like, well, let me just double check with my dad to see what he thinks. And so I messaged my dad, and he's like, yeah, it looks like a bearing scraper to me.
Well, I would have never, ever in a million years ever guessed a bearing scraper.
That's why it's nice to have a group
Yep.
Yeah,
to talk to.
absolutely.
Called in those reinforcements.
Hmm.
Yeah, Hank says I love seeing the things y'all list that I'm like, what the heck is that? There's always somebody who knows.
Yeah. My problem is I usually know the answer, but I never see it until everybody else has already answered, and it's like, yep, that's what I would have said.
All right, Hank, I found it. I'm gonna send you a picture.
Okay. Hi, Sally. Good morning. No.
Oh, that's one of those jumping spiders. Get away.
A what? A jumping spider?
Yeah,
Oh,
they
yeah.
jump.
Hmm. Yeah, those are fun.
Well, let's see here. I
Ringo,
wonder if I can.
come here.
Oh, this is going to be a pain in
Sit
the
down.
ass.
Sit down.
All
Relax. Relax.
right, I'm gonna have to put you. Oh, well, maybe I can do this way here. Oh,
You need to put us on mute. That's fine. Whatever you want to do.
is it loud with the train going by?
It's not bad.
No. Oh, okay. If it gets bad, let me know.
Hi, Kathy.
Good morning. How's everybody?
Good morning.
Morning, Kathy.
I see you got your wall painted.
The what? Oh, the wall.
The wall and the ceiling.
Yeah, I need to get the rest of it. I missed that little.
Are you doing the whole thing, the whole room in white?
Oh, just that corner.
No? Oh, okay.
No, I just want to finish that corner up there
Oh,
between.
I see it. I see it now. I was like, man, that looks really good.
That's short. That's short girl problems.
I'll be right back.
Okay.
How's everybody doing today?
Well, we're doing okay, I think.
I missed y'all yesterday. I had to take the day off. I was so tired.
I don't blame you.
I was like, well, I was like, I'm gonna go ahead and just go lay in this little blow up pool I got back here. Act like it's an in ground, act like I'm living the high life.
Yeah, there you go. Get a couple of those blow up palm trees and you'd be in Hawaii, right?
I know, right? I wish. I close my eyes. Had the husband bring the big old fan from in the garage out back, get a breeze going.
There you go. Sally, you doing all right? No?
Yeah.
You lying?
Yeah. Uh-huh.
I'm going to sleep right now.
I figured.
I hurt so bad.
Oh, bless your heart.
Oh, like I feel like I'm broken.
Sally, what trouble did you get yourself into?
Just running my ass off. I mean, I just ran at work last night.
Oh, bless your heart.
Did you turn your phone on so at least you'd track your steps?
Yeah, I got 2250 from. I didn't even have my phone on me until like 2:00 in the morning.
Oh wow.
Oh wow.
And so from 2:00 to 6:00, I did 2250.
That's a lot of steps.
Oh. Bless your heart.
Yeah. Anybody win the challenge yesterday?
Actually, yes. Lori won the challenge yesterday.
Awesome.
All by herself. She listed a pair of Lucchese boots. I think that's how you pronounce it. I know Todd has sold them a couple of times. And she listed them for $149.
They like those gaucho boots?
No, they're cowboy boots.
Oh, okay.
They're cowboy boots, but they're bull hide. And yeah, she listed them for $149, and she was the only one with the point.
Awesome.
Wow.
So she took it all. It was $52.
Awesome.
That's good.
She did good.
That's really good.
It was the first time that she had won.
Oh wow.
Yeah, so she was very excited.
And she was ready too yesterday.
Yeah. I'm in it to win it.
All right, she was too. That's cool though.
I think I took a nap.
We love you, Hank. She said, y'all are seriously teaching me the value of community and friendship. I know that sounds sappy, but I'm not even playing. I know.
Aww.
I mean, it is, a lot of people think, well, I don't need that. That's just, more of a time suck and I got, stuff to do. But I mean, you really have to have, some kind of relationship, or I mean, you don't have to, but I mean, it's missed if you don't have that, you
Yeah.
know. Yep. She said, I'm so serious. I'm an only child And I keep such a small circle of real life friends that it ain't even a circle. It's like a short line.
That's
We
right.
That's
love
kind
you.
that's kind of how it is, with I mean, like with me, I used to have a lot of like physical friends, like, that I would see every week, and we would party and not really just get drunk or whatever, but we'd hang out and eat together and
Mhm.
you know do whatever, but like here I don't have that. I don't have any physical friends. I have Brand's family, that some of them I consider friends, but it's a really short list, I mean,
Right.
but you guys are my friends. That's how I look at it, you guys are my friends, and I come here to you know to see you guys.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
I won't cry.
Aw.
Well, I know too that because I worry about Valerie, because she doesn't have a whole lot of people she could depend on, but I know that in the morning she's gonna get on the show and you guys are gonna be here,
Mhm.
and that if I am not here, that she's gonna be okay.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I know that. Ah!
Oh,
Yep. My Lord.
what in the world?
There's a spider.
Oh,
The spider was coming to give you a spider hug.
oh my gosh. Oh my gosh.
And then we laugh at each other all the time. It's great.
I don't know where it went.
When you have a
No
crappy
feeling?
weekend, you come visit us and you have a good time. Spider hug for you makes sense.
Prancer's gonna protect me.
And this is it. It's just
Who
Charlotte.
had the spider? Was that Sally?
Mhm.
It was a little spider, but it was one of those jumping spiders.
Little spiders were
Oh
just
my
as scary as
gosh.
big spiders.
I'm scared of all spiders, especially when they jump out at me.
Oh, I know.
Oh, we've been dealing with biting flies. Isn't it a little early for biting flies right now?
Oh, no, I don't have
Usually they
that.
usually they don't start biting until like August. But they've been
Yeah.
biting. I got like a couple marks on my legs where they bit me.
Ugh, they're awful. They're awful at my brother-in-law and sister-in-law's house, like because they have horses and stuff,
Yeah.
Horse
and
flies.
they're right by the water, so they have a lot of
Yeah.
biting flies.
Good
We used
morning,
to have
Sharky Mom Deals and Queen City Picker,
Hi, Queen City.
Anissa,
Yeah,
Miss Gypsy Mona.
I'm pretty sure Prancer's afraid of spiders too. He just wants to
I
get
don't like
away.
spiders. They suck.
He's afraid of everything.
I
He's
will
a
do is
chihuahua.
I will have a spider over a mouse any day.
Not
Mhm.
me. I'd
Oh
have a
yeah, me
mouse.
too. Me too.
Any day.
Not me.
I've had mice as pets. That ain't nothing.
Mm-mm.
A spider will
Oh,
bite you no matter what. A mouse will only bite you if you corner it.
I
I
hate
don't care.
spiders.
I don't care if it bites me. I just don't like. I don't want nothing to do with it.
Mm-mm.
Well, I care if it
They could
bites
be
me.
the nicest mouse ever,
You
and
know,
nope, 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 nope.
you know a spider's big when your dog runs from it. I got
Well,
one.
this is
I
true.
got one. A wolf spider out in my shop, and it raises up like a tarantula. And my dog will not go in there. It scared him to death, and you can hear it run across the floor. I'm like, nope, burn everything in there. I'm done.
Oh Lord.
Hank said, "Oh, Nikki, I got this mosquito repellent, and it actually works. And
Oh,
it works for the no-see-ums, which I don't know what that is.
Yeah.
That bite too.
Yeah, no
We're
seams in the butt. Anyway.
we're getting eaten alive yesterday, and then I sprayed just a little of this stuff, and it worked like a charm. It
nice.
says all-terrain herbal armor natural insect repellent. Herbal
Hmm.
armor.
What's a no-see-em? Are they camouflaged or something? I mean,
I don't know.
and how do you know what they look like if
No.
you can't see them?
You don't see them.
Exactly.
Little.
They,
They're real little, so it's really hard to see them.
they're like microscopic little bugs, and
Yeah,
you
that's
don't
why
really.
they call
Yeah.
them.
Is it like what we call chiggers? Them little red bugs?
No.
No,
Yeah.
Not a chigger.
I don't think
They're
so.
just like little.
No.
They're just little bugs that you can't hardly see.
And they
Are they
fly.
are they like a gnat?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Now I understand. These southern terms.
Wow.
Yeah. It's
Thanks for the flies.
it sucks because like you'll be like you think that there's no bugs and then there's bugs.
Yeah.
Last night I had a mosquito bite me right by my eye,
Oh,
and
I
then
hate that.
I went to like crush him, and I hit him, and he flew and tried to get right into the corner of my eye. I had to like dig him out.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When that happens.
I hate getting bit by horse flies.
Oh God, yes.
Them things are huge. When we built our plant, the new plant, they built it in this area that was infested with them. So they were all over in our new plant. And we'd sit there with staple guns and shoot them out of the air.
Oh my
Oh
god.
my gosh.
They were
Ugh.
huge. Or hit them with a piece of aluminum or the chalk rail or something. Here, incoming, boom. We kept ourselves entertained by killing them. When oh, they hurt. They leave a big old welt on you too.
That sounds like a good product. She said it's deep free, but it works very well.
Hmm.
She said it has oil of soybean, oil of citronella, oil of peppermint, oil of cedar, oil of lemongrass, oil of geranium.
Oh wow, that's weird.
Sounds pretty greasy.
Yeah, they get on you, they just slide off.
Yeah.
What's it called again?
What is it called again? It's
All
called
terrain herbal armor natural insect repellent. I wrote it down.
Is there a shortened version?
Nope.
Yeah,
I know. I'm thinking,
slides the little bugs off of you.
all-terrain herbal armor, deep free natural insect repellent. There you go.
I'll put it.
I found it on I just put all terrain and it popped right up on Amazon.
Oh, okay.
Oh, cool.
Okay,
Put
what
it in
is
the chat. Put it in the chat, and I'm going to take a picture of it. I ain't writing it.
Maureen
said,
wants to know what Lucas spiders are. Have you heard of those?
Lucas spider?
Uh-huh. Lucas the spider?
Is that little cartoon spider? That
Oh.
looks like this, and he's got great big eyes.
Okay.
Was it Todd?
That was Lori.
Oh, I'm like, what the heck?
Yeah, I do impressions of spiders.
I can say I've not seen that.
She's here all week.
Oh man.
I was gonna say we're in rare form today, but not really.
Just normal.
It's Monday.
Monday form.
Anybody want to order fudge?
Oh my
Yeah,
god.
like I need chocolate.
I know.
Fudge.
Who's selling fudge?
Yeah, my sister-in-law.
Oh,
She's making it and then selling it.
Oh.
Mmm.
nope. You have it.
$3. $3 a package.
How much is in a package?
$3 a package.
How much is in a package?
Is it a pound or
I don't
half
know.
pound or?
I don't know. Let me see.
Good question. Of course, I had to ask that.
It's probably a lot.
I'll have to look into that. I am not. I mean, I say that every once in a while I'll get a mosquito bite, but they don't like my blood.
I'm thinking about getting it for when I go to
Yeah.
Florida.
Yeah.
I eat a lot of roasted garlic.
Mhm.
And we go to Whole Foods and we get a little thing of roasted, and I'll just eat it right out of the thing. And of course, you start smelling like a garlic clove after a while. And I don't get bit by mosquitoes, but I get yelled at by everybody else. Get away, you stink! That's my natural deodorant. Thank you.
There you go.
I eat a lot of garlic. I mean, like a lot of garlic, and the mosquitoes swarm to me. Wow. I eat tons of garlic. I eat garlic on everything. I even eat pickled garlic cloves.
Oh, I
And
love pickled garlic
mosquitoes
cloves.
are all over me.
Everybody's like,
Wow.
God, you smell like a walking Italian restaurant. Get out of here.
Yeah, I know. It just comes out of your pores. My husband sometimes, when I've been eating my pickled garlic cloves, he's like, "Oh my God, you smell so bad." I'm like, I used to have to not eat them when I worked in an office. I used to not eat them until the weekend so that I could get it out of me before I went back to work on Monday. I'll be right back.
I was gonna say, where in the heck are you?
That's what I was gonna say.
I like she was in a tunnel or something.
I'm at Quick Trip. Duh.
Oh, I
Ah.
should have known. Should have known.
Take a video of what the macaroni and cheese looks like.
I know.
I want some chocolate.
I will.
I want some chocolate zingers and a hot dog.
I'll be right back.
I want an icy. I want the blueberry icy.
Oh. Well, how's everybody's sales doing today or this weekend?
Good.
I had 6 altogether.
Wow. Very good.
I sold another item I listed yesterday, that little shot glass. So.
Oh, cool.
Which I posted on the page, a perfect thing to package your shot glasses. Pool noodles.
Oh, yeah.
You get the ones with the bigger diameter ones. It's easier to get them down in there, but you shove it right down in there.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's smart.
That's a good idea.
So I got
That'd be a good idea for a lot of things.
I got the bigger diameter one.
Uh-huh.
You can also use the bigger diameter ones and put them down inside your coffee mugs too, instead of using paper.
Oh, cool.
There you go.
I'm gonna have to when they start going on clearance.
I get them at the Dollar Tree. That's $1 a piece.
Yeah.
And you really cut a bunch of things out of them. So I
Yeah.
use them for everything. I gotta go get
You know
another
what I'm
supply.
thinking? They'd probably be good to ship fishing poles in.
Oh yeah. Yep, exactly. Just get the ones with the bigger diameter so the eyes don't get caught up in there. But
Right.
Now, Walmart carries the ones that are about that big around, but they're like $4 a piece. I'm like,
Yeah.
Oh, they'll be on clearance soon, though.
yeah. That's what I wait on, or I'll just wait till they show up at the Dollar Tree.
Or garage sales. Or...
Yeah. And my sister saves me hers too, so just make sure they don't have any snakes in them. Did you see that?
No.
They're finding snakes and pool noodles in Texas and Arizona and stuff.
Oh no.
Yeah, swim noodles, swamp picker.
Yeah.
Wow.
What do you get at Dollar Tree?
The pool noodles, the swim noodles, and I pack my shot glasses in them. Put them down inside there. So they just perfect.
Sounds like a voice from the sky.
This is resellers. This is God.
Yeah, I think I had 4 sales this weekend, which to me isn't great. So we're going to be doing some revamping today. Today is a fresh start. We're going to fix things and we're going to get some sales. We got to start getting some sales. Crack this wide open.
Yeah. We did pretty good. I guess they turned our eBay back on. We had 9.
Nice.
Wow, good.
Yeah.
Very good.
I was like, "Whoo, thank goodness." I don't know what they did, but I'll take it.
Yep.
So
I'm happy with 1, but 6 is even better.
I'm like, thank you. And it's a lot of older stuff that I had that I've been messing with, that I've been redoing my inventory and changing the background and stuff up on,
Mm-hmm.
changing the wording and prices. And I mean, it did pretty good. And then we had the local sale, and then we had 2 local sales, and then the yard sale.
Yeah. Did you guys do pretty good at the yard sale?
We did really good with the yard sale. We ended up emptying out 6 totes and making over $400 something for just
Nice.
4 hours. Yeah.
Wow.
I was so happy.
$100 an hour.
And it was funny because the one guy that's come, he comes about twice into our yard sales, and he came back this time, and he spent over an hour and a half with us. So, and then we had a looky-loo that decided to drive by, and he went real slow, and he stopped right in front of our house. Well, I guess he's one of our neighbors, because I guess when I looked up and I was walking around kind of adjusting stuff, and here he comes back and he's slowing down. So, of course, me, I'm going to confront him, tell him he can't buy anything if he's just going to stop and look. He needs to get out of his truck. I tell him, you won't know what I have unless you get out.
Well, just what were you adjusting that made him drive by so slow?
Oh, there you go. There you go.
Nothing that he wanted to see from me.
That's what I mean. Were you adjusting yard sale stuff?
Yard sale stuff. And his wife was in the truck with him too. He's I left my phone at home. I was like,
That's awkward.
I'm gonna confront you. If you
Honey, slow down. Slow down.
Needless to say, they went back to their house the opposite way around our house. Don't drive by my house and creep. I am going to confront you. If you go back.
Creeping.
Hello, Pick with Joy.
Hey, Pick with Joy.
Well, it's funny because we put some stuff out there yesterday, and one of the ladies that came to the yard sale, she came back yesterday because if we don't move, if I have to move it 3 times into my garage and out, it's going to the curb. If I'm done, it's either going donation or the curb. So we had a lady come up and was going through some of the stuff. Marcel called her a curb stalker. I'm like, well, okay, new name for her.
I am a curb stalker.
I know. I told Marcel we had to come up with some shirts for that one now. I'm a curb stalker.
Like, I have places that I look at on the way home on Monday mornings because I know the trash is coming.
Yeah.
And I know they put out good stuff sometimes. So I have to look.
Yeah. We have a lady that does that. She comes through, and I guess she follows all the yard sales in our area because she only comes through like on Saturday at the end of the day about 2:00. And that's when she'll start picking up stuff on the side of the road. And she's our yard sale person. So I think it's like, go ahead, you can have it. I'm out. I did mine. Yeah, it was a pretty good weekend.
That's good.
Well, my bed is something else.
Woohoo!
Something
Yeah.
else. Was
Yeah,
that a good thing
it's
or a
Is it
bad thing?
trampoline or what?
when I sit on the side of the bed, my legs dangle about 2 feet from the ground.
Holy moly!
It's like that kid show.
I feel like I'm sleeping in the ceiling, but and it's kind of scary a little bit, but it's very comfortable.
Awesome.
It's a Posturepedic bed mattress and stuff.
Oh, very
so,
nice.
yeah.
Did you? So I'm assuming everything got fitted into the room, and
Well, all we put in there so far was the bed. He didn't even start on the cabinet. I think it's an armoire.
right.
And I don't think it goes exactly with this bed.
Maybe
I don't
not.
think it
Yeah.
I don't think it hooks to the bed.
To the
But there
frame.
are yeah. But there's stairs to something. So it's weird. Yeah. I was like, okay.
Stairway to the
Stairs.
ceiling.
Callie, but here's some vitamins.
Like, the way I have to get in this bed is like to crawl in face first because I can't. I can't. I'm not tall enough.
That's
It's
why
like
there's stairs.
Yeah,
It's like
I
that-
think so.
That show with Lily Tomlin where she's in that great big chair.
Yes. Yes.
I had to get dressed, Hank, before I turned on the camera.
Oh, why? We're trying to get Valerie more viewers, more subscribers. Come on.
Sally, did this bed come with a swing or something? Is that what
I don't know. Yeah, I hope so.
mac and cheese?
Oh, what's
There you
Nikki
go, Bridget.
getting?
Ooh, mac and
Oh, yep.
cheese.
It looks really creamy.
Mm-hmm.
Creamy.
I'll take a bowl. Thank you.
I just hand me the whole container and give me the spoon.
Oh, gee.
So Bridget, how many do you have going out today?
32.
Woo!
32?
30.
My God.
And then some that sold, they haven't paid for yet. I'm waiting on payment for 5.
Oh, wow.
Jeez, girl.
How many do you list per day, Bridget?
It depends on the day. Like this weekend, I didn't list anything until yesterday. And yesterday, I think I got 32 done, 34. But normally between 15 and 30. But some days I don't. Like Mondays, forget it. I don't list much at all. Wednesday and Sundays are my big listing days.
There you go.
I wonder why.
Mhm.
I mean, today I'll probably get to maybe 10 done, 15.
That's good, though.
Ooh, that's great, Hank.
Awesome.
Yeah, good job.
Good job on that shirt.
Yep.
I gotta go find something.
Yeah, that was a good price, actually, that they offered her. So, a really good price.
I know, Hank, but we're gonna get more sales. We got to.
Mhm.
And I'm the same way with this. If I have more than 5 going out after a weekend, I'm lost. It's gonna take me 8 hours just to. I was up at 2 o'clock this morning packaging up stuff, so I only had 9. I'm not Bridget. I'm not like Bridget. I can't do that. I small taters.
Mondays are pretty rough,
That's good. That's awesome.
but I'm not going to complain because
That's good.
Valerie, did you make a decision?
I don't know yet.
No.
Valerie, what are you making a decision on?
I'm considering going back
Moving to New
to
York.
the Anchor store.
Oh.
Moving to New York.
Mm.
That's not south of me. So
Yeah, I don't blame you. I wouldn't either.
What about getting another medium store instead?
Okay,
mm,
It's cheaper.
I'm gonna play the devil's advocate here.
Okay.
This is just my opinion. You have an anchor store and you have all these listings in one store. You're gonna have that buyer looking at more and more of your stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like they'd rather shop the one store to get a discount on shipping or whatever. If you have it split up into 3 different stores, I don't know. I just don't think you're going to have as many lookers at your store. That's just my opinion.
Mm.
Especially with clothing, because you guys have repeat buyers and people tend to look at your store, you know.
right.
Even with the stuff I sell, I have repeat, I'll have repeat buyers. I don't remember that they're repeat buyers until they leave a feedback and say another great transaction. But
Yeah.
I just think that once they buy from you and you give them a good service, if they need something else, you might be that store that they're going to look at.
Right.
Yeah.
Stores.
There's some people that are repeat buyers for clothing and stuff, but I don't know. I don't think that's a big part of the decision though. You know what I mean? Like I think if it's the money, you know what I mean? I mean, and it's a lot of money for that store.
It is a lot of money. And right now with the sales that I'm making, I couldn't pay for that store. But
yeah,
if I have that, if I get that store, I can make that money to at least to pay the store fee.
Yeah.
And now I went backwards.
Mm-hmm.
I did not move forwards when I went down. So,
Yeah.
it's definitely a consideration. I'm going to call eBay today and talk to somebody over there and find out, what it's going to cost and what I'm looking at. But
did you get an email for what do you call it? A discount on Anchor?
no.
Because I did recently.
Really?
Uh-huh.
Is that just for like 1 month? I think they were doing something. I heard about something that they were doing once upon a time where they were giving a discount basically to bring new Anchor people in.
I think that might have been.
So basically they just give you a month discounted.
Yeah.
And then, after that so I don't know. I'm gonna call today. If I do go back to that, then I'll have them. I'll see if they can shut my small store down.
Mm-hmm.
And I just feel like going from 2,300 listings to down to 1,100. That I lost 1,000 listings.
Mm-hmm.
I'm listing, I'm not getting the sales like I was.
Yeah.
And I need to do something.
But do you think going to Anchor I mean, do you think like money wise that it would be better to to do Anchor or to do the medium store, and like, will the listings be enough? You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
Like if you went to a medium store, another medium store,
Hmm.
would the listings be enough there?
Well, that would give you basically 2,000 fixed and 1,000 auction. But
Yeah, that it wouldn't allow you to grow though.
yeah,
Well,
that's the thing that I'm having trouble with is the growing part.
the
You
proof
know.
the proof is in the pudding, though. I mean, if you were making more money having your anchor store, now you got to stop and think: were you making more money with your anchor store minus the anchor store membership? Um, then yeah, I would go back to it. I mean, if that was what, if you didn't have a hard time paying that membership and you were still making good money, I would
You
go
need to
with
go
that.
back and look at what you're making at that time.
Yeah,
Right,
yeah.
right.
I mean, you gotta. Oh, Jesus Christ. Sorry. You gotta look and see minus minus that $300 a month or whatever it costs for the anchor store.
Hmm.
Um, were you making more with the anchor store? If you were, then that's proof that you should go back to it.
Yeah.
Because now, see, with that anchor store, also, you were listing more because you were like, oh my God, I got that $300 bill. So that $300 bill was incentive enough to
Hmm.
get your butt moving to get more listings in, because you're like, I got to pay that $300 bill at the end of the month.
Right, right.
But when you move into a new store level, and this goes for anybody, you have to make sure you don't want to have to grow into that price. You want to be making that, be able to pay for that with what you're making, and then move on to the bigger store. You know what I
Right,
mean?
right, right.
Um, you don't want to be making, like $200 a month and going, okay, I'm going to get this anchor store, and I'm really going to push and push and push, and then, I'm just going to make so much more money. No, you want to be making more than that $300 a month, so that you know that you can handle it before you go into it. But you've
Yeah,
already been through all that. You know that.
yeah, yeah. Well, and that's why I've got a few things that I'm gonna try to kind of shake up the store a little bit, and just make some changes.
I
With like maybe putting best offer on, trying to get some sales like that. Maybe put some auctions on. Just to kind of change it up a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
do you feel like you're uh, not as motivated to list now, because are you noticing that, hey, you're like looking at how many listings you have left, and is that controlling how much you're listing every day?
I
Is
think
that
it
where you're at?
contributes to it. I think it contributes to it. I don't think. I mean, I like when we talked about this when I was going to go down to the
Yeah,
premium. You said if you can go down to the premium and you can not be concerned about how much you're going to spend, you know, for listing. I mean, I'm already out of listings for the month.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I don't have anything left.
You were pretty much out of listings in the beginning of the
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
So I just and I tried. I try not to make it an issue, but
It's still in the back of your mind.
yeah, it's still hanging
You're still
back there.
thinking 10 items, that's $1. It adds up fast.
Yeah.
I mean,
So
if you stop and think about it, think about the last time you went to the dollar store and you bought a lot of items.
right,
Think about how much you paid at that dollar store.
right.
It all adds up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, those 10 cents. Yeah,
Mhm.
they add up.
So if you're paying two stores, two You have like a dot matrix printer or what? That sounds like a dot matrix printer. I mean, it's cool sounding, but I was like, what the hell?
That's
Anyways,
probably my printer.
if you have you have your two middle stores, and if you're and then all the listings that you want to do for the rest. I mean, you're already out. What is it? The 8th of the 9th of the month, and you're already out of listings.
Right.
Now you just stop and think. Okay, so how many listings do you do on an average every day? Approximately, realistically.
20.
20. Now
I would
stop
say
and think
20.
that's $2. Okay.
Mhm.
Now you stop and think. Okay, $2 every day for the rest of the month. How much is that going to be?
I don't know.
30 days in a month.
Yeah, and we're short 10, so 20. So it'll be about what, $40?
Yeah, plus if she relists.
Oh yeah, plus all those too.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, you got to stop and think. Are you going to be over that $300? You might as well, if you're going to be close to that $300 or over that $300, you might as well just go up to it.
Yeah.
You know. But it all depends on your sales. I mean, if you think that you sell enough to pay for that $300 store, then I say do it.
Yeah.
But, and I agree with Bridget,
I just feel like I've done, I've done an injustice to my business for going, it was for the right reasons, but and I'm still kind of contemplating the whole, if I want to do like, just a monthly, just go by monthly and do it that way, which is more expensive, but I definitely think it would pay for itself.
How much do you save by doing it by paying or by how much more is it to do it just month by month?
$50 a month.
Okay.
So it's $350.
Well, that's considerable.
It is considerable, but if I get to a point where it's getting closer, I'm hoping anyway that I'm going to, possibly be moving, things are going to change. So I have to take that into consideration also. But I definitely I got to do something.
Also take in consideration we are getting closer and closer very fast. Fourth quarter is coming up.
Right.
When you sell a lot during fourth quarter, don't you?
Yeah. I mean, sales are, like I was saying yesterday, I've never experienced a summer slowdown.
Yeah.
I've never had to experience that because I made sales. I made things, it didn't affect me. And then, this time it's like, oh my God, something's got to give because this just is not working.
Now also stop and think now you went through June. June is always slow on eBay. Certain categories really slow down in June.
Mm-hmm.
So you need to stop and think about that too. Should you wait and see how July goes? Because sales start picking up in July.
Right.
I don't know. It's up to you. But, I mean, like you said, you're out of listings already. And now when you got to go and I forgot about relisting.
Yeah.
I
mean, everything's on 30 days.
Oh.
All of my listings are at 30 days. So, but those, I mean, not everything is exact. So I'm going to have some items that are not going to, it's not going to, I'm going to have to relist, during the month sometimes. And I'm just going to have to, be picky about which things I list and, I don't know.
See, and that's where I think that's holding you back.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
You should never have to worry about how much you list.
Right. Right. I mean, that's why we went to an anchor store, because we got to the point where, well, when we first started, we didn't have a store, and they would give you the free listings.
Mm-hmm.
You remember that? And then, so I would have on my calendar marked every day that I think the free listings were going to come out. And we would have pictures, and we'd have boxes of stuff lined up in our hallway that we had pictures taken, and every one of them had a little tag on how much that item was worth.
Oh, God.
As free listings came out, we'd list the 100 or whatever we could list, and then the rest went. So then we went to, right, and then we went to the premium store and, you know, watched again. So the anchor store was best for my business.
And that's the thing too, is I'm going to be, you know, I'm going to be listing. I'm going to be going to the auctions and getting stuff from there. Hang on just a minute. I need to get this real quick.
Mhm.
Come on. Of course, I missed the call.
You're not on mute, by the way.
I know.
Okay.
She doesn't care anymore.
I got. Oh, okay. She said, "Sorry, didn't mean to call." Usually she'll call like at a certain time of the day, like noon or whatever, and you know, and then when she calls like in the morning, it's like, I gotta get it, you know.
Is that your mother-in-law?
No, my daughter.
Oh, your daughter.
Yeah.
Shame on you, daughter. You know she has a show right now.
Yeah. They know.
You gotta be pleased.
Yeah. So
Yeah, I think it. You know, you don't want to be held back by listings. There's so many things in business that hold you back. You don't want to be held back by listings. I mean, yes, listings are only 10 cents. If you have the premium store or whatever, it's like 10 cents.
Yeah.
You don't want to be held back.
Right.
I never let 10 cents hold me back from making money. So even if you don't go up to the anchor store, you can't let that 10 cents, you know. But I really would look and see if, I mean, because you were making it with that $300 a month, weren't you?
Yes. Yeah. Absolutely.
Like you weren't struggling to pay it.
No.
Yeah.
I mean, you know,
I don't want to get too far into your financials.
no.
Let's just dig.
Yeah.
No, but I mean,
that's the thing is that, you know, if I was struggling or if I wasn't getting the sales, all I had to do was list. You know, list like a mad person, you know. But I had that option. I had the option to, you know, bust out, you know, 50 listings, you know, and I didn't have to, you know, sit around and wait for, you know, for the next month so I could list things, or, you know, it really is more of a freedom. The more you list, the more you sell.
Yep.
and it sucks to have that feeling like, oh, I can't list this right now because my listings are gone.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I don't think that way.
Okay.
I try not to think that way anyway. I don't let that usually stop me. Like right now, you know, every day it's like, okay, you know, I'm going to be paying for my listing. So big deal. You know, I pay 10 cents, I make $30. That's all good. It pays for itself.
Yeah.
But it does hold me back from doing the things that I want. And, you know, like I said, I'm going to these auctions. I'm going to be, you know, getting more of a, you know, more items and more bulk items and
more hard goods. And I told her, you go to an auction, if you buy a box lot, I mean, that might be 50 items that you have to list in one box.
Yeah.
Right.
So.
Especially if you end up with a pile.
Right.
That happens too.
Right. So it's I wish that they had a, you know, and we always say this, I wish they had one store that was up Just,
I know.
5,000 listings. But and
I know.
that's another thing too, Frankie's Finds. Like when I had my premiums or my anchor store, my listings were at 7 days.
Right.
That's what
Mhm.
I did. And I did
Yeah.
well with that. So
So like your whole business.
Hey,
it drastically changed. And
And
then
and it also drastically changed when you went up to the store.
oh yeah.
Your store went to a new level.
Yeah. Yeah.
So stop and think
And
about that too,
right. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I mean, I did really really well, but the whole thing with moving and you know
Yeah.
the uncertainty of everything. It's like, do I let that get in the way, or do
No.
you just move on? You
Okay,
just
let's stop and think about like we did when you first went to the anchor store.
mhm.
It's what, July? So you had started in July.
Mhm.
Do you feel like you're going to move before July of next year? I mean, if realistically, if things change in the wintertime, you're not going to move in the wintertime. I'll guarantee it.
Right. That's true. I've already made that decision that I was not
Yeah.
going to do that.
So then that brings you to say
When
March, April,
Mhm.
before you're ready to move at the least.
Right.
Yeah, so then you're looking at
You're
almost a
in
year.
July now, so I mean, would it really hurt you to wait another 3 months to finish out your subscription at your store?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I mean, it would just
Yeah.
be 3 more months.
Right.
I mean, you've waited this long. Would it really hurt you to wait 3 or 4 months?
Right.
You know,
Yeah.
to finish off your store subscription.
Mhm.
Or maybe you just made so much buttload of money on all your listings, maybe you'll have enough money to pay the prorated rate.
Exactly.
You know, who knows? I wouldn't let it hold me back.
Nope. And like I said, when
I
you
mean,
move, you're still going to have a business.
you don't think
Right.
you're going to be ready to move before winter time.
No.
I mean, the summer's almost over.
No. I'm not. I won't be moving. I won't be moving by.
And you're not going to move during the winter, I'll guarantee that.
I've already made that choice.
Yeah.
Um. And if I do move, then I take my business with me and
Yeah.
Right.
and do the same thing that I was doing here.
I'm saying you're still going to have a business.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not like,
Yeah.
Well, we've talked about, while she's moving, she got to put everything on vacation,
Right.
blah blah blah, or shut it down.
it'll probably
And
be like a month.
have to get
or,
herself back in the groove again.
Yeah.
But I think I don't know. I'm pro it, but
Yeah.
Me
I'm
too.
for it. But none of us really truly know what your financials are.
Right.
So I mean, only you can make that decision.
Yep.
Right. Right. That's true. And I'm horrible at making decisions.
Yeah, oh, I am too.
So I have my buddies, my pals with me to help me. But
Well, you know my
yeah, exactly, sassy seller. If you make it the money, I mean, I could save for that month that I'm going to be,
Yeah.
Mhm.
So,
Go.
Well, when you changed over, when you went down, I guess downsized your store.
uh-huh. Mhm.
Like Diane said, because she mentioned something earlier, wasn't you focusing a lot on your Poshmark, trying to get the ambassador, getting that running up and
That's
going?
true too.
Do you think that may have been a hiccup because you wasn't paying enough attention to Poshmark or eBay, and then we were having all the funky stuff going on? I mean, could
Yeah,
that have
bring
been
some stuff right
something?
there.
Right. Yeah, cuz I was on Poshmark after I had after I had um, made the change,
Right.
dropped down.
And you
So
focused on that a lot.
yeah, yeah, I did. I did put a lot of focus on, really just kind of neglected, my eBay, which made a big difference. It did make a big difference.
Yeah.
Um, but and Poshmark has done well for me, because I did focus on that. But I feel like now, since I've built that up,
Yeah.
I can still keep that
Right.
and still work it, but I'm not working on it as hard, and I can really focus on, getting reviving my eBay.
Well, like you said, you want eBay to be your main.
Right,
So
right. And because I was so restricted, on listings and my the time, the time frame that I could list for, I didn't feel like I could really do anything.
Yeah.
Like it was, I was just kind of shackled. Like I couldn't go anywhere with it.
Right.
So I had to use different platforms to bring in the money.
Yeah.
So,
and
but
you're
it
paying
definitely it
fees
definitely did take a hit.
and you're
No
paying
doubt.
fees on those platforms too, so you have to put that in consideration.
Right, right. Gosh.
At those platforms, she's only paying if she sells.
Right.
Right, but that Deep Pop one wasn't that, or the Vinted. Which one is really expensive?
That
The Tradesy is
Trade.
super expensive.
Yeah.
That's like $7.50 for anything less than $50, and then they charge you 20. I think it's 20% flat rate. If it's over $50.
Oh.
But yeah, I mean they're like whoo, really, really expensive. I guess Tina was messaging me. She said that her brother-in-law and sister-in-law's car got broken into last night,
Oh.
Oh.
and they stole the shop keys and the
Oh
alarm
no.
fob,
Oh.
and then the guy stole a truck in our development and got into a cop chase on the freeway and wrecked.
Oh no.
Oh, boy. They didn't steal anything out of their shop or anything or any of that stuff.
I don't think they made it to the shop.
Oh my god! As soon as she said that they got the shop keys, I was like, oh no.
Yeah, yeah. But it doesn't sound like they got the.
But
So
still, does he have the keys or did they get the keys?
no, they still have. I'm assuming they. I don't know.
Change lock.
Yeah, but yeah, I mean, I'm pretty sure that's where I'm gonna go. Um,
Well, it's a big decision, and that who said that? Diane.
Yeah, she was talking about because whenever because she was focused a
made a
lot
good
on Posh.
Yeah, she made a good point.
Yeah. I mean, I think you have to look at everything, and like Nikki said, nobody knows your financials. I mean, only you do, and just kind of, I would lay everything down. This is what I did when I changed this over. This is probably why it's affecting it, the pros and negatives, and then go from there. I mean, you have to do what's right for you, but
Yeah.
if you're not getting the sales, and if it's not the summer glitch, or you're not, you're paying attention to eBay, then
yeah,
I would go for it if it's not working for you.
yeah.
I've done it before.
I mean that's the real thing, the real issue. No, it's not. That's not the word. I mean, I had to do something. I felt like I had to do something because I couldn't really build my eBay store up because I was basically, at the level,
Yeah.
basically past the level, So I was trying to get those listings down, so I couldn't really list on there. I needed to get that dwindled down so I wouldn't be going over. So I pushed all that, over to Poshmark.
Yeah.
and did really well, you know, and still doing really well over there. But you know, I still want my main focus to be
eBay.
on eBay.
Right.
I just say if you're making the sales and it pays for itself,
Go for
and
it.
you're not sitting here struggling, going, oh my God, how am I going to pay that $300 bill? Because let me tell you, right now in June, how bad the sales were for me because of that glitch. Now I'm suspended. If
Yeah.
I had an anchor store, I would be screwed right now.
Right.
I would be totally screwed. I mean, yes, I've made over $300 this month, but still, I mean, it would be tough, you know?
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, if you're making it, you know, if you don't have a hard time making that $300 a month, even on the slow month, you're not struggling to pay that monthly fee. I say go for it, but I mean, it's totally up to you.
Yeah.
Well, your suspension makes me mad. I don't want to talk
Oh
about
my
that.
gosh. Yes.
That's ridiculous.
Ooh.
Oh, let me tell you, they got an earful.
Good. They deserve to get a earful.
Still didn't do any good, but they got an earful. Maybe a little better.
Yeah, there's no reason for that. It sounds to me kind of just like Mary's situation, you know, right now. And I mean, she's not mad or, you know, not really that mad or whatever, but I think it's just BS.
Yeah.
Because, you know, I mean, yeah, Nikki got suspended too. Yeah, so that's what I was saying yesterday. It was like, seems like they're doing a whole lot of you know,
What did Mary get
suspending and stuff
suspended
like
for?
that. For putting not tested in the title.
Ah,
For putting
Yeah.
not tested in the title.
Is that what they said, or was it the as is?
They're not.
Still.
No,
Because
it was not tested.
I've put as is before and gotten a warning to take it
I
out.
have
It's
too.
spam. It's spam.
I have too.
I don't know why they
Really?
call it
Yeah.
spam.
Yeah. Because they said that was keyword spamming.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
As is keyword spamming?
Yeah.
Well, well, yeah, and so is not tested.
Not tested.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I don't know. I've never.
That's
Well,
what
what
she
the hell
got
are you
suspended
supposed
for.
to put in there if you're selling something for parts? Or if you're selling something that's not tested?
Yeah.
No.
Don't put it in your title.
If,
Put it in your description.
seriously, if I was everybody, I would not put anything that has to do with condition in the title.
Mm-hmm.
Because that's exactly what it sounds like is what they're going after. It's like, how are
Mm-hmm.
you supposed to know what words are to be used and not to be used?
Then they need to put it. They need to put it so that this must be a new thing because I've always put not tested and as is in my titles. So this must be a newer thing. Anyways, they need to put it so that somehow the buyer is going to know that because we all know buyers do not read any of it.
Yeah.
So I guess if you put it in the description or in the condition notes, I guess eBay would. Well, we can't say that now because eBay's assholes all of a sudden. But
Yeah.
I mean, we have to believe that eBay would go to bat for us. I guess if if it's in the note, if it's in the item conditions and if it's in the description, I would assume you would be able to fight it, even though it's not in the title.
I don't know.
I mean, eBay used to tell us to put that in the title.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I'm trying to
Wow.
see when they update all this because I'm looking at it now.
And is that written anywhere that you can't use as is or not tested?
Keyword spamming. Not allowed is calling out similarities, comparison to products. You can't say like shirt, not pants, video, not nano. Descriptions that promote items. For example, listing for shoes cannot say things like check out my listing for hats, shirts, pants. Hidden unrelated words, white on white text, tiny fonts, some type of script. Keywords, if you're selling a shirt, the title can't say Nike, shirt, medium, size medium, shoes, hats, shorts. If you're selling an MP3 player, keywords like purse, shoes, blah, 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 all that stuff. Words with question marks such as carved wood, dresser, antique question mark. Yeah, they have, I'll put the link in there where everything's at because they have a whole bunch of stuff that's in there.
Yeah, don't put like new
Yeah.
or anything like that.
Like you can't do.
I just got an email probably 3 days ago about like new.
Yeah.
Because I had like new in one of my titles.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
and I got
an
email
that before I even put the listing up. Told me they can't do that. So I knew that.
Yeah, I was reading through it. I forgot. I had seen it a couple of days ago, and I was like, "Where in the world?" Yeah, let's see categories. Okay, that's the categories. Hang on. I'm trying to.
What about pre-owned?
I'm looking real quick.
I would say that anything that has to do with the condition, I wouldn't put it in the title.
Yeah, I guess you would or not. Well, that's what maybe they're just trying to get people to use that condition notes, you know.
Yeah, but people don't look at it. That's the thing. Buyers don't look at it.
Yeah.
But if you have it in your listing, if you have it in your description notes, and if you have it in your your condition notes and you have it in your description, you know, it's going to have to be good enough. And that usually, or it used to be good enough for eBay. So, so if they were to say, oh, well, it was not as described, it is as described because you did put it in your condition notes and your description.
Right.
You know, the only reason why we started putting it in the titles is because people don't read.
Right.
And
right.
We just want people to, see what the hell they're buying before they buy it, so we don't have to deal with returns.
Right.
But if they try to get you on a not as described, they can't because so then they would have to pay the shipping back unless you do free shipping.
Hank says, I have had it pop up the warning as I was listing a used shirt about your title says new, but your listing indicates used. It was a damn New York and Company brand shirt.
I've had that happen too.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. That has happened.
Well, that's the issue. You know, I said it earlier. Everything is automatic with eBay, which, I mean, it has to be. I mean, they would not physically be able to hire enough people to watch every listing by themselves, you know, humans to do it. Otherwise, our fees would be more than they are. So, yeah, it has to be automated, and they have to. But, I mean, sometimes, it's getting ridiculous, you know. Mm-hmm. And that's why before suspensions, they should be sending you a warning.
And giving you a chance to actually call them and
get it, fixed.
Right.
Instead of suspending. Or take down the listing, send me an email saying why you took down my listing. They can have a form email being automatically sent out when a listing is taken down. They don't have to suspend you for it. Mm-hmm. I could see if I had like a ton of listings being taken down and I was a continuous offender.
Right.
But when people are not continuous offenders, I think that they should have it so that they send out a form email saying, hey, this is why you're, or even like a form email saying, call us and talk to us about this listing or something. I don't know.
Well, I had something that it was a sword cane, but the sword part was broke off. So I thought it would be okay to list. And I got a phone call from the anchor store rep or whatever. He actually called me to let me know that it was, not within policy and explained it. And I told him that it was broke. He looked at it. He talked to somebody. He said still, they want it off. So, but he actually called me. I didn't get an email.
Yeah. I've heard of that happening before. They've never called me, but because I know if they've ever had an issue with my listing and have warned me, I've changed it. And yeah, I mean, I'm not a habitual offender, so if they tell me something's not right, I take care of it.
Yeah, I don't understand why you were just suspended. Like no warning, no nothing.
This happened to Chad too one time. He listed that. Remember, he had that lamp. It was Trenchard or whatever. It was a lamp, and it was made out of a mortar or something anyways. And they suspended him for 7 days. And when he proved that it was just a lamp, that this was completely dead, there's nothing to it, they said, okay, it's fine to list it, but you're still suspended for 7 days.
Well, and that's what they did to you. I don't know why they told you your listing was fine. So why can't you lift it? I don't understand that. They said they can't lift suspensions. They're permanent. Or they're set for the amount of days. They can't reverse them. Which I think is a bunch of bullshit.
They need to fix that shit.
Yeah, it makes no sense.
Mhm.
I know. I called back a few times, and I keep getting the same answer. So it'll just give me a reason to go to Mercari and Poshmark and Etsy and list more stuff there.
I see you have some stuff on Poshmark. I shared it.
Yeah.
Good job, Nikki.
They're horrible pictures.
Need to
but
go
I
over
got
there.
one. I am not a clothing seller.
I'm not either. So
Horrible pictures, but they're up there. Maybe today I'll do better when I do. I've got 4 big dress pants and
Mr.
I got a
Sadie
bunch of
says I
shirts.
use the word meant sometimes, but only if it truly is. I wouldn't even do that.
I never use that word.
Mm-mm.
No.
Or
I
excellent.
would not.
Never, ever use the word excellent either.
Yeah, I would never use the word meant or excellent condition or nothing in the title that says condition.
Nope.
Because that's exactly what it sounds like they're going after.
Yeah.
Nope.
So, do you all use mannequins for shirts still, or are they supposed to be flat lays now?
I use my mannequin.
I use mine.
Okay, I'll bring my
What are you
mannequin.
talking about?
Clothing.
For where? eBay?
To take pictures of clothing. She wanted to know if you use a mannequin for shirt or flat.
Oh. I still hang my stuff.
Nikki's turning into a clothing seller.
This is scary.
I'm the same way. I'm not a clothing seller, but I kind of got sold on Posh from Valerie.
Yeah. Screw eBay. Go to Poshmark. No, I'm just kidding.
Hey.
Well, I'm a lot more understanding about stuff like this than most people, and I understand it. They have to enforce the rules. I know better. I should have reworded my. I've gotten into this problem before, but they haven't suspended me. It was just a little flag came up on there when I tried to list it and saying you can't da 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 da. And so I've reworded my title, and then it was fine. It went through fine. So, I mean, I know better. I should have known that those are the words that you're not supposed to use. So, you're not supposed to use like manual. The biggest thing is manual. When you're listing military books, a manual, they frown on that.
Okay.
And I think that's the word that hit me was manual. Because there's a lot of military manuals out there that can't be sold overseas.
Right.
And I'm an international. I do international shipping, so of course everything was on international. So it put up a red flag, I suppose.
Mm.
Their Navy manual. I put them as a manual instead of a workbook. Well, I mean, I put workbook in there too, but I always put manual too to just more keywords,
Right.
Right.
Not supposed to do that because they are kind of a manual. They're educational books from the Navy,
Right.
and they're
Sorry.
they have the course of what you're learning, and then at the end they have stuff for it's a workbook. They frown on the manual part, so I know that, so I should have known better. But they shouldn't have suspended me, or even if they did, like I said, it's all automated, so they could have suspended me. But my problem is they should have gave me back my account after they found out that it was not a bad thing to list. But, oh well. Said I'm not going to get any marks on my record or anything like that, so the eBay gods are not going to frown on me.
Just do your time. Keep your nose clean.
Yeah. And I can still have my stuff is still listed. So I can still make sales. I just can't list anything.
Right.
So it's just a slap on the hand, but still, it sucks because, like I said, normally I would take it as a vacation, but because my sales have been so sucky because of their glitch,
Yeah.
it's really hitting a nerve. And
I think I've heard military.
Thank God Gary has a job.
Ugh.
Hi, Tara.
Broke.
Yeah, how's it going? Hey, I heard you say that about military and manual, that probably was what tripped it. But I think I've had military and manual on a listing because I had like some Army tank manuals. Now mine are already sold. I'm not sure that I didn't put manual in mine too.
Yeah, manual is the one that's always triggered it, so I'm assuming it's manual. They told me manual too, but manual is always the one that's triggered the warning, and I know that because like I said, I had like 50 of these books, and I've sold like 40 of them, so I know better, but...
I've heard somebody else say, another YouTube person, that he called because he got like a suspension like this where you can't list. And they're like, yeah, we know you're right, but we can't lift the suspension. So it seems like once they put the suspension down, that's kind of it. You're with it. You got it. For like 5 or 7 days?
Yeah, 7.
No.
But like I said, they left my stuff up there for sale, so
yeah.
I think the last time I looked, it was all still there. I just can't list.
Knock on wood, and I hate to say this because now it's going to happen to me. I've never gotten a suspension. I've gotten a couple warnings on stuff, but I've never gotten a suspension yet.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I've gotten warnings on stuff before, but they don't. I never got a call, but I've gotten warnings when I've listed stuff or whatever. But my posh name is Neblotti. My first initial, my middle initial, and my maiden name. Yeah, I know it's a lame name, but at the time I really didn't think I was even going to be listing anything. I just joined it because everybody else was joining it. They were talking about it. I was like, well, might as well join it. I've been on there for like a year and haven't listed anything on it until just now. And whatever I list on Posh is not going to be listed on eBay. I'm not in a place right now to be cross-listing stuff with my inventory. So
What are you eating?
Hola, ¿cómo estás?
Hey, Nikki.
Right.
My problem with that thing, my problem with is when you go to the DMV and they come up with the problem they created and then they can't fix it. But
Yeah.
that's the government. You're stuck with them. But as a
Yeah.
company, when you create a problem and then tell your customer that you can't solve it, for me that's problematic.
Yeah.
Because my thing was with global shipping.
Oh no.
It went through Kentucky. It was already overseas. It arrived a day late, and they held my money.
Yep.
Even though they knew that it was handled at that point by whatever shipping company they use. And honestly, people say Pitney Bowes, whatever. I don't know anything
Yep.
about that. I'm supposed to do a send to Kentucky, but they held over $200, something that they saw didn't make sense, was their fault, but then said I can't help you with it. And this is this same thing of yours. They suspended you for something that was not an item they should have suspended you for. That's their fault. And then said there's nothing we can do. When you create a problem and then they say, well, we can't fix that problem you created, I get that. But when they themselves are in error and then say we can't do anything about it, you don't call that customer service. I'm sorry.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's because she
Well,
said you had a military, but you put
The thing about
in the description.
Yeah, but
the thing
robot,
about eBay is, and I don't want to get anybody riled up, but the thing about eBay is they don't care about you, and
That's
people need to realize that they could give a shit whether you sell on their platform or not. They have enough people to replace you. For every seller that quits, they've probably got 1,000 of them that start up again. Start up. So they don't give a shit. And people need to realize that they don't care. They say they care. They don't. They do not care about their sellers. And yes, they have made strides. They have made progress in trying to be more for the seller. Yes, I understand that. And they are trying to do that for the bulk of the sellers. That part of it. But as an individual, they don't care.
but
Because if I leave eBay, they don't care.
The government can pull that off, but in a capitalist system, a business cannot. It's not sustainable.
Yeah.
Eventually,
Well, it
people
obviously
say,
has been because eBay's been around for so many years.
yeah, Kmart was around for a long time too. But anyway,
Yeah.
Walmart. If people complain about Walmart, hey, because it runs a little mom and pop businesses out of business. It wasn't low prices. It wasn't big selection. One of the main reasons people start religiously going to Walmart was if you buy something from Walmart and it don't work, you just bring it to the customer service desk and they don't give you any problem. Unless it's a computer.
Yeah.
Computers are a little weird on, but everything else you buy at Walmart, you pretty much figure it's risk-free.
Mm-hmm.
You can take it back and not have any problem. When I buy something on Bonanza, I have to deal with PayPal's return policy, which is not as good as eBay's return policy. So when I buy stuff, I don't buy it off Bonanza, even if it's a little cheaper. I buy it from eBay because I know if I got a problem with this thing, if the person put in the description used, that means it works. And if it don't work, I can return it. With PayPal, it's more complicated than that. So that's why, because with Bonanza, you don't deal with Bonanza doesn't handle their own returns. You have to go through PayPal. But that's ease in dealing with a company is why you choose Walmart, and it's why you choose eBay. And when it starts going the other direction, eventually it won't. It doesn't. It's like smoking. It doesn't kill you on your first cigarette, but eventually it's going to get you.
Yeah,
is my opinion.
No, it's not.
Wrong, but
eBay has that covered with the buyers.
Yep.
They have good customer service for their buyers. But what I'm saying is, and for the most part, they have their customer service covered for the majority of the sellers. But what people need to realize is everybody's like, well, we pay eBay. They work for us. Yes, they do. But like I said, if you don't pay them, they've got plenty of people that will. So your little money that you fork out every month to give them is just pennies to them. It's chump change. They don't care. They don't care if Nikki Bauer stops selling. even though I've been a seller for many years, they could give a shit.
Mm-hmm.
Unless I'm making like $1 million a month or whatever, they could care less. Because there's way bigger fish in the pond that A, are going to replace me, and B, that are already there. So that's all they care about. They don't care about me.
I gotta get off here, guys. I gotta run down to U.S. Foods for the nursing home.
All right.
All
Alright.
right.
I'll
Have a
see
good
you
day.
Have a good day, Lori.
Good day.
guys later.
Bye.
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 I don't know what is up with my dogs lately, but they all pile right here next to my in my little walkway.
Because
I look like I'm an invalid or something. I can't walk
they
whenever
know
I get up.
you've been upset and they can sense that.
Yeah.
Well,
Maybe.
that's true.
How's your room coming?
Huh? My what?
Room.
My room? My room is there. And I've been dragging my feet on that so bad because I want Job to come back home. But it's not going to happen. So I'm just I have 11 days I think coming up that I'll be off. And so I'm going to try and get it together. And Hank says, I swear, how's your womb coming? My womb is not doing anything lately. It's got spider webs in it.
It's out of business.
Aw.
I
Karen's
do
at the
too, Karen. I know. I do too. Chris says Makari is my sugar mama. Do you do really well, Chris? Over there?
He's always
Oh yeah.
he's done really well on Macari.
Is that Chris Piles?
Awesome.
Yeah.
Chris Piles, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I
Holds it on Macari.
struggle. I struggle with Macari. And I know that a lot of people are doing really well over there, but
Well,
I
gotta get some stuff on there.
it seems like the clothing sellers are doing well on Macari.
Really? Clothing.
Yeah.
I think
I'm not.
both.
You know, I didn't know anything about that snipping tool. I'm so surprised.
What's this?
But the snipping tool. What's his name?
Dwayne was
What's his
talking
name? Yeah, Dwayne. You know what I'm talking about. Dwayne showed it the other day in his video, and I was like, "What the hell? Where's mine?" You know. And I went on there and I did a listing on Macari in like 2 minutes.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
You know, and I was like, "This is crazy.
The hell's
Yeah.
a snipping tool?
This is so easy." You know, and you know, I was doing the screenshots with my phone, which I kind of like better in a way. But if I'm at my computer, I'd rather do it on my computer.
Yeah.
It's easier on the computer. It truly is, especially with that snipping tool.
No, Chris, he's not talking about that type of tool.
No, not that kind of snipping tool.
The one that's Excel program.
Now you just made
you
every
go-
guy in the chat uncomfortable.
I know.
I'm sorry.
Snip, snap.
If you
Snip
Okay.
snip.
if you go into your, like, it says all programs, you go into accessories and it's called a snipping tool, and you can basically cut out a picture from your eBay listing and then save it and then put it on Macari or put it on Poshmark or put it wherever. And I seen that and I was like, holy moly, this is a really good, you know, this is like way faster than doing screenshots.
Yeah, I do the same thing, Hank. I just save them directly from my eBay listing.
See, I don't
No.
like that. I don't like it.
I do like
I,
Chris.
I don't
take
know
all my
why, but I
pictures
don't.
first.
Okay.
God, these bagels suck.
When I used to take my listings from eBay, I used to just save them on my computer, save my pictures on my computer from my eBay listing, and then just copy and paste right over from eBay over to Macari.
Yeah.
I'm not going to do that anymore. I don't take anything from eBay and put it on another platform right now because my organization is not organized. I'm missing the organize out of my organization. So everything I list on Macari, Poshmark, and Etsy is only going to be on there, on those 3 platforms. Everything on eBay is going to stay on eBay, and that's it. Just because I'm not ready to cross post. But I used to cross post amongst different platforms, and yeah, it worked really well for me. But I never had a sale on Macari. I used to have, what did I have, like 40 things on Macari, and did not have one sale, and I was on there for like 4 months.
Wow.
Well, I was on there so long they deactivated my listings. Just put it that way. I didn't sell nothing. Etsy, I know, is like eBay. If you're listing, you're usually selling.
Mhm.
Maybe not as much as you do on eBay, but yeah.
Yeah.
And keywords, lots and lots of keywords. That's important.
I just got a call. Hi, this is Mark. I'm a trip advisor. Can you hear me okay? And I said, as loud as I could, can you take me off your list? And they hung up.
Okay, so just so everybody knows, I used to work in a call center, and they do not have to take you off your list if you say, take me off your list. Please take me off your list. You have to say, put me on your do not call list, or legally they do not have to do it.
Okay.
Just so you guys know.
So what if I tell them, if you don't take me off your call list, I'll come find out where you work at and take myself off anyway?
You don't have to take you off the list.
I can help them.
Now, if you say take me off your list, chances are most of them will.
Yeah.
But I'm just saying, legally, we were told they do not have to legally take you off your list unless you say, put me on your do not call
Bridget
list.
has her hand up.
I have a question.
Bridget has her hand up.
Okay.
When you list something on Macari, do you click prepaid label or ship on your own?
I do prepaid.
Prepaid label.
Prepaid buyer pays.
Okay, thank you. Go on.
Continue.
Next question.
What is this?
I don't have anything to say now, Bridget.
A lot of good you just did.
Did you ever think that would come out of my mouth ever?
No, never.
I have nothing to say.
Wow.
I am all talked out.
Wow.
I don't believe it. Give it a minute. You'll think of something.
I will. I'll think of something to say. One day, me and my husband, we were driving, and I'm chit-chatting with him, or I guess I was doing the chit-chatting.
That didn't take long.
Anyways, he looks at me, and he's never done this before. He looks at me, he's like, do you ever just shut up? I was like, what? He's like, God, you've just talked nonstop since we left the house. I was like, sorry. And I don't know if he was just irritated that day or what, but I was like, wow, I mean, you know me. You've been married to me for 25 years. My talking's never bothered you before, so I think he was like irritated that day already by just whatever. I mean, sometimes he just wakes up irritated. That's just him.
Yeah.
So he might have just been like that. Because one day I was singing, and I can't carry a tune in a bucket. And he was like, do you know who sings this song? And I was like, well, of course, Randy Travis. And he's like, let him sing it. He's like, 'cause you cannot sing.
Oh my goodness.
And I was like, well, we all know I can't sing, but it's never bothered him before.
Chris says, keep your hands strong, Nikki.
Exactly. But no, He doesn't normally talk to me like that, but sometimes when he's like irritated, he's like, yeah. He just kind of was like, I was like, well, having a bad day, are you? He's just like,
The
ever
fudge is
shut
4
up?
ounces each. Sorry. I was just gonna say the fudge I found out is 4 ounces each for $3.
Ooh.
Oh,
She has turtle, chocolate walnut, and butter pecan.
turtle's my favorite.
Oh, mine too.
Mm-hmm.
Where's Turtle Trader when I was saying turtle's my favorite?
I know. Usually they pop in.
Yeah, my first Macari item listed.
Yay!
Yay! Good job.
Now it can.
I know when I listed my first item on Poshmark the other day, I thought, oh boy, am I going to get a lot of messages. I didn't. Nobody even noticed.
Ha ha, Carol.
Everybody was bugging me to do it, and I finally did it. And I thought, oh boy, everybody's going to be blowing up my Facebook. I got to figure out how to do flat lace better. What?
Just so you guys know, I wanted to tell you, Mary O made ambassador.
Oh,
This
good
weekend.
job, Mary.
Yeah.
Good job.
Awesome.
I had a
I
question.
think I just need to sell more things.
You have to raise your.
And then I'm. Oh.
No, Nikki said she had a question.
Oh.
I had a question last night, but I don't remember what it was. It was a good question for your show tonight.
Man, should have wrote it down. We're getting to that age, Nikki.
I've got it
where we
written
have
down
to
for
start
you.
writing freaking notes and putting them on our forehead.
I got it. Was it the one from last night, the party thing?
Oh, yeah. Did I ask you guys already? Oh, yeah, I did, didn't I?
Uh-huh. I got it written down for you.
Okay.
You're
Great.
good,
Kathy's
ready to
on
go.
the job.
I got you.
I guess I must have typed to you what I was thinking then.
You were putting it in the squad, so I figured it out. I was like, yep, yes, question.
Oh, you were typing a lot last night.
I guess.
I was trying to sleep, and then I wake up and I'm like, I miss everything. I need to take a nap in the afternoon so I can stay up with you guys at night and not miss this stuff.
I get home from work and I drive in my driveway and my Wi-Fi comes on and it goes.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
I'm like trying to follow the messages as they pop up and it's too fast. I have to go back and reread everything in the chat.
When I used to not have internet on my tablet, and I'd hit Wi-Fi with my tablet because I didn't have Wi-Fi at home either. So it was like it could be days before I hit Wi-Fi, with my tablet. All of a sudden, it was like a remix.
Oh yeah. Yep. When my
I like the cha-ching remix better, but
Yeah.
That's a great sound.
Oh, my husband hates how many notifications I have. Because he was using my tablet, my big tablet, for a while.
Oh God.
And because his remote got eaten, well, I finally got him a remote, so I got my big tablet back. But, anyways, he's like, "Oh my God, all these notifications!" Because all my notifications, you guys sending messages, all my eBay notifications, well, they're turned on my tablet, my phone, everything, And he's like, "Oh my God, all these notifications are." He has nothing turned on his phone. It drove him crazy. He's like, "Can I please shut these off?" I was like, "Yeah, go ahead, shut them off."
That's what the husband did to his Facebook notifications too. He says, "It's too much. I can't handle it." Whatever.
And he's like, "I hate using anything of yours because all I get is all these goddamn notifications. Don't you dare sign me in on it. Sign in. Don't you dare sign your accounts in on my phone ever or my tablet."
That's awesome, Karen. Yeah, Mary said that she might want to come on to the show tonight.
Oh, awesome.
She said she
Yeah.
has some questions. So, yeah, that's great. That sounds like a great idea.
It does.
Carol's gonna come on, and then we'll
Yay,
have
Carol.
Kathy and me, and whoever else wants to come on.
Come on.
I will be at the slave hole.
I still doing
Just
yard
for
work.
you have 3 more nights. You have 3 more nights.
I know.
3 more
And then you
nights,
get 11 days off. Nice.
and then you'll have your
Like
vacation. so-
11. Yeah, it'll be at least 11 days off, I think.
No,
Nice.
Carol, you're
No.
not getting out of this one.
Yeah. No, Carol. No, ma'am.
Oh, Carol, no. Trying to get out of it?
Okay, go ahead and
She
get
is
your
she's totally trying to get out of it.
get your butt dressed, get ready, and come
We
on.
need to hear your voice.
Maybe I number.
Everybody loves Carol.
Yeah, if you guys need her number, let me know.
Okay. Put it right here in the chat.
You see what Hank said?
The
I
slave
want to put
hole.
it out there. Is everybody subscribed to Steven Scroggins?
I believe so.
Okay.
Yep.
I am.
If you're not subscribed to Steven Scroggins, go subscribe to him.
Yes,
It's the one. It's the one that he's got like 56 or something subscribers or 50 some subscribers. Go subscribe to him. He's an active member in the reseller squad. He's always so sweet and nice. And I saw that he went on last night. I was already in bed, but he went on last. So now he's doing
I
some
don't
live.
think he went live though. I think he just put just a hangout. It might have been a private hangout. I think he just put a hangout link in, but I don't think he went live on YouTube.
Well, he was live for a few minutes because Sassy
he
was in.
was?
Yeah. Anyways, I see him doing some. I seen he did a hangout last night, so, if anybody wants to subscribe to him.
Train.
Oh, sorry, I forget about that. I'm so used to
It's
it.
not that loud. It's not that loud. It's kind of
not.
funny.
It's not bad.
When we all have to say train.
That one day I was talking to Valerie, and she was outside, and she lives by train tracks. And all of a sudden, the train's going by just loud, though. And I was like, "Are you at my storage shed?"
Her train's louder than your train, Nikki.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Definitely.
I was
Or
talking to
maybe
someone
closer.
the other day, and they're like, "How close do you live to the train tracks?" I said, "About a block." How do you live there? Well, I don't know. I just go in my house, and it's my house. I manage somehow. And they're like, I can hear. They said I can hear the train, and you're in your house. I'm like, well, I don't hear it.
Out though.
I'm good.
I lived a block from a switching station where they changed over, cars or whatever, and you could hear them. It wasn't only the horn, it wasn't only the whistles, but it was the cars clacking together because they're rehooking and disconnecting cars and stuff like that. And people would come over, and this is right when I got out of college. When I first got married, it was my first apartment when I got out of school. And my friends would come over, and they'd be like, "Oh my God, how can you stand that noise?" It's like, honestly, 2 weeks later, we'd be like, "What noise?" You just get so used to it, you don't even.
Yeah.
You don't notice it, but if you have somebody over, they notice it right away, and you can hear the clacking indoors. A window shut, air conditioner running, you can still hear the clacking.
Yeah.
When they slam those cars together, it's like a huge kaboom.
Yeah.
Anyway, hey, the rent was cheap. It was my fault. I went with the place with the cheapest rent, and maybe that was why.
There's your reason.
We don't have any trains here. They pulled up all our train tracks
they
around
put
here.
train tracks.
Oh.
We still have the pipe that pipes in daylight, but everything else is gone.
I was getting ready to put it on mute again. There was another train coming, but he stopped. So
Give him the horn blowing symbol, Nikki.
Yeah, give the trucker a little.
Like you do with truckers.
Yeah.
Oh my God, Jim, that train museum up there by you. I mean, I think he could have lived in that train museum.
Oh, I could spend 2-3 days.
Really, I never thought it was that great. I mean, yeah, it's interesting, but I guess when I was a kid, I mean, I've gone to that so many times that. But yeah, it's interesting.
Jim was there. He was like, you took a kid for the first time ever to like Disney, and they're just all like wide-eyed, and like, oh my god, that's how Jim is at the Train Museum.
Well, that's wonderful.
When I was a little kid, I lived in downtown Chicago, and I mean, I would just drive my parents nuts to go to Museum of Science and Industry. I mean, I could just live there. I just love that place. The Field Museum, oh my god, couldn't get enough. We have the bar.
No, we don't. No.
Well, our bar doesn't our bar.
You like that ship museum too, didn't you? That maritime museum.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that was
good
yeah,
too.
Yeah, that was cool too.
I thought it was really good for a free museum. I thought it's really good.
I gave up. They got those donation boxes, so I put money in the box because hey, they need money to keep the lights on. Well, good. Then we gave them a little extra. I don't think they're run by the government.
Yeah,
where's Todd at?
I don't know.
Is this whatever the engineers?
He did win yesterday.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, he's probably sad.
Yeah.
Todd, if you're listening, it'll be okay.
We still love you.
Kind of licking his wounds right now.
Why? Didn't Todd win yesterday again?
No.
Nope.
Poor Todd.
Miss Lori won.
Ooh.
All right.
She won the whole thing.
First time ever.
What was it?
She said it was the first time she ever won.
Yep.
I don't think she's won before.
No, she never won. Until yesterday she won.
I've won twice before, but I had to split it with Valerie. Both times.
Well, you guys share a little sisterly love, Sally. I mean, come on.
I know.
That's right.
And those boots, I mean, she listed and they sold like right away too.
Oh yeah.
Then Todd told her she should have listed them more. He says this is
Todd any Polaroids yesterday.
coming from the guy that listed a $600 Dooney and Bork for $100.
Be nice. Todd's not here to defend himself.
He can't defend himself on that one.
That's how you the challenge.
Yep, he left himself kind of open for that one.
Yep.
Hank says he helped by identifying the bullhide too.
Oh yeah,
yeah, he did. He did do that. He did do that.
Cool.
We should start a GoFundMe for Todd. We can all just contribute so he doesn't cry about stuff.
He's gonna whoop your ass.
Lori won, but I'm sending you money too, Todd. It'll be okay.
He's so cute. I love Todd.
Yeah,
I do too.
He's a Southern gentleman. Oh, I'm feeling lazy. I'm feeling lazy. I gotta get up and get moved.
I've been sleeping till 9 o'clock in the morning because I've been staying up too late, but I gotta stop that. I mean, because I wake up, I'm like, oh yeah, it's probably like 7:30, and then I look at my thing and it's like 9:15. I'm like, well, this ain't good.
Oh no.
Yeah,
especially keeping Jim up all night last night.
Jim was outside working on a boat till like midnight or 12:30. So whenever he walked in, I talked to him for a little bit and then I went to bed. But yeah, he was outside real late. We got this boat and he's going to take a video of the engine running and then he's going to part it out. But yeah, he was out there till at least like 20 after 12 working on it.
Oh.
And I just have to put it together long enough to get a picture of everything running and functioning. Then it's totally going to get dismantled. So that's what's irritating me. I had this one thing that just didn't want to go together right. I'm like, I'm destroying this thing anyway. Just put it together so I can take it apart again and kill it.
Anyway.
Oh my god, this is the ugliest boat you've ever seen. It
was in our video from like last August when we bought all the boats, which and the video I'm like, I'm not riding around in that boat. That boat's ugly. I don't like it. So and he thought he was gonna make me ride around in it. So
well, I didn't know we were gonna get the Rinker.
Yeah. So then we decided we're gonna sell it, and then he got looking at it, looking parts up. He's like, it's worth way more taking it apart than trying to sell it in one piece. So that's what we're gonna do. We want to take a video of the engine and show it runs before we take it out of the hull.
Carol, there's always tomorrow. Just to get stuff done.
Now, just so everybody knows, one thing that I can do to make this 7 days not worth it, but not a total disaster, I could list and save them as drafts.
Oh, yeah.
When I can list again, they can all go live at one time.
Yep. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You could do that.
That's another thing I can do to make a better situation out of a horseshit situation.
Yeah.
And kind of like a FU eBay.
Yeah.
Tara, call her people in the San Diego office and tell them to watch out on that bar account that she might be trying to do drafts. Was your mic on?
Don't do that. Don't do that.
Jim will call us people.
Oh, my hair's you can see all the sun I've been in lately. My hair's
Mary.
See that?
Mary.
Blonde.
No.
Can you guys see that? My hair's getting lighter.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
My hair gets really dry in the summer. I need a haircut. Horrible.
Yeah, it's got kind of a silvery tone to it.
I have gray hair. Yes, thanks, Valerie.
Hey,
there's some blonde in there too.
Hey.
Oh, maybe a little bit of blonde. Yeah.
Hey.
I see it now. When the sun shines on it just right, I can see the blonde. Yeah.
Blonde like Steve Martin.
I gotta talk.
Okay, Sally, talk.
Mary just came on and she's like, "Hi, why can't you list?"
I'm banned.
Oh yeah.
I'm suspended for 7 days. I think it's 6 days now.
I'm like, hello, I gotta talk.
She's raising her hand.
I know, nobody answered me.
Nope.
Yeah.
She's a gangsta.
Dickie tried to list it.
I was fighting the man.
Oh, boy. She's a G unit. Thug life. Man. Are you in the truck, Nikki?
She's in the
truck. You're in the truck.
I'm in the truck.
You need to get an Ford Explorer with the spinning rims.
There you go.
That say eBay in the center of them.
Yeah, I could put eBay tape on it.
It was what was yours, Nikki?
Military manual.
A military manual, and you put what was it for though? Like, what was the suspension for again?
For using the word manual.
Really?
What?
For
you there's 2,400 listings with the two words military manual in them.
I know. Well, you're not supposed to sell. You're not supposed. There's a lot of manuals, military manuals, that you're not supposed to sell. These are old ones. So they're not something that is wrong. And when they actually, when I called them and told them about it, they're like, "Oh no, you're right. This is okay." But they still kept my suspension.
She said, "Welcome to the dark side, Nikki."
Yeah.
You guys should start a club.
Start your own alternate eBay.
Well, like I said, it usually doesn't piss me off. I just use it as a
as a vacation, but because my sales have been so shitty because of their glitch, it's kind of ticking me off.
Yeah.
But what can you do? There's nothing I can do about it, so I might as well just take it. Bend over and take it like I should.
Nikki, when you open your online auction site, you should call it FBay.
Exactly. That'll be my eBay alternative.
Just move it by one letter.
Yeah. Oh.
Yeah, like I was saying earlier, Deb Swag Maven, that like just it sounds like it's more of a thing. Like even I got an email last 3 days or something ago that that doesn't make any damn sense. 3 days or something ago, I got an email about having something in my title like new or something. And I think it's like more of a, well, Mary says it's more of like a keyword spamming kind of thing in your title. So I just wouldn't put anything in your title that has to do with condition.
Now, if you stop and think about running eBay, can you imagine running eBay?
Yeah.
There's
It'd
so
be
many
horrible.
companies, there's so many rules, there's so many lawsuits that could happen, or so many people that could really destroy eBay by the sellers doing stuff. And you stop and think about all the asshole sellers that are on the platform. I mean, we see them every day on these groups and stuff. And what they try to get away with, what they try to do. I mean, can you imagine having to control all that? I mean, yeah, there's going to be mistakes. Yes, they should give me back my account, my listing privileges. I'm just suspended from listing. They should give me back my listing privileges before the 7 days, but they're not going to because it's something they can't reverse, they said, which is wrong. But I understand the system. I understand why these rules have to be in place. I understand all that. I just don't understand why they can't reverse the suspension. That's what pisses me off.
They won't do
I
it.
understand that they made a mistake, and it happens. And part of it was my mistake because I know they've warned me before on when I've tried to list things with that word, with military and manual in the title. They haven't warned me that they were going to suspend me or anything. It was before I listed it. That little flag comes up and it says da 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 da. It has a bunch of explanation. You know, it's done that before when I sold all them other manuals. So part of it is my own fault, yes, and I should know better being an advanced seller. So, but I mean, if you stop and think about this huge system that they run every single day, and all the people that all the threats out there and all the companies that are like, hey, I don't want your sellers listing my stuff because they're going to list counterfeit, or all these people that are saying that they don't want their stuff listed on eBay and all that, you know. I mean, they deal with a lot of crap, and a lot of sellers who say, oh, well, I can get away with it as long as I list it and get it sold fast, you know. So they deal with a lot of crap from a lot of sellers, that bad sellers. So, I mean, I understand it. I understand the system and I understand the rules, you know. That was kind of for eBay, you know, pro eBay. I mean, yes, I get perturbed with eBay, but like Sarah said, is there, if there was any other platform that I could make this kind of money on, I sure would go to it, because I'm not married to eBay like Tara says. But yeah, there isn't. So I mean, eBay's eBay. You just gotta deal with it.
I'm not in love with eBay.
Yeah, and really and truly, I mean, for doing what I did, I mean, I understand it was, they could have, I mean, I've seen them suspend people, and you can't even call anybody to get that reversed. They won't reverse it.
No.
Suspend people permanently.
Oh, really?
So, I mean,
get suspended permanently.
Well, I'm just saying, people could get suspended permanently, and I didn't, so I guess I should thank my lucky stars.
No.
You know?
But you know what? I mean, I'll say this myself. As a seller, sometimes you push the envelope a little bit, and sometimes you get caught, you know. I mean, I've done it.
Yep.
You know, I've pushed I've pushed the envelope slightly. You know, I'll probably put it, buy it now, and hope it gets cracked off fast or whatever. Now, I'm not saying that's a right thing to do, but I would say 90% of people could admit some guilt to pushing the envelope.
Well, and that's what I'm saying. I mean, they deal with those kind of sellers all the time that are pushing the envelope and stuff. I mean, there's people that are out there selling Rosetta Stone because they can get rid of it fast enough, or that PX90 or P90X or whatever the hell it's called, beach body stuff. There's people that are listing that every day, even though they're told they're not supposed to, and it's even clearly stated on the eBay site that they're not supposed to. But they can quickly get it in and quickly get it out, so they do it without getting caught. So, I mean, they deal with all that. I understand it, you know. I mean, they have to enforce their rules. And something with Navy and military, I mean, that's government we're dealing with. That's not, you know, and they think that that's national security that we're dealing with, you know. So that's a big thing. I mean, they have to be right on that stuff. I mean, that's government. What if somebody put something out there that was a legitimate manual for our nukes or something like that, you know, and that's just floating around on eBay? I mean, so these things are here to protect us too and our national security.
And eBay broad brushes it. I mean, the government probably has a law on more like modern manuals, but I was just looking at a forum where they even like took down some real antiquated manuals, like from the Spanish-American War. I mean, the military is not using any technology from the Spanish-American War anymore. But whatever. But you know, they're just going to they're going to take the safest route and just broad brush and say no, we shouldn't have these manuals.
Well, like I said, I mean, there's no way that they could afford to hire enough humans to check all these listings to see if they're okay. So they has to be done.
But there should be a way to reverse it.
They hired
like,
couldn't do it.
That I agree with. They should reverse my suspension.
There should be a group specialized in, you know, going through those, and you know, when they get a call, you know, to forward it to them, and you know, they should be able to handle it and reverse that if it's not a real reason to be suspended.
They used to transfer you, but they won't anymore. They will only let you talk to the person that you first called. They will not transfer you to anybody else anymore.
Yeah.
You're only going to talk
you can, Jim, because I just got transferred like a week and a half ago.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, because Jim tried to get transferred.
I tried to get transferred and they wouldn't do it.
Yep. I got transferred three times. 3 times.
Oh. Well, that's good. Because at least
you were being more confrontational.
Then at least it looks like they're making an effort.
There's probably some people that don't know what the hell they're doing. You know, they're just going by a stupid book.
Yeah.
And you know, and they're told, oh, don't transfer anybody by their trainer or whatever. And then, you know, and so they don't. But, you know, people who've been there longer or something maybe do. You know, it's kind of like Walmart, you know, not all of them are on the same page.
Yeah.
I tell you, it used to be so funny because, you know, I was a heavy couponer. I was the coupon killer. I
would go in channel called the Coupon Killer.
Yep, that's what my kids called me. I would go into Walmart and they would give me money for taking out a cart of stuff.
It's amazing. Honestly, and I never tried to do it, but I mean, it is amazing where you can like go get like $150 worth of groceries and they pay you to take it out of the freaking store. I mean, that is
crazy.
Our stores don't work that way, but yeah, it's cool how other people are able to do
Well, that's when they did the price matching, and I could do it really easy. I could still do it at like Walgreens. That would be easy and stuff. But it's a lot of work. It's like a part-time job. Me and Valerie both used to do it. And
I'm just stoked about the savings cuts.
But the thing is it was amazing because I would go in there with my coupon policy, print it out, put in a paper, so it was like almost laminated, and then or a a cover. And I had a binder. I still have a binder. My binder's huge. And had all my coupons in it, had my coupon policies for all the stores that I shopped in. And I would go in there and I would teach the Walmart cashiers the coupon policy. They would say, "Oh, they told us this." Nope. Look, it says right here. This is what it says. If you have a problem, you can call corporate right now.
Oh my God.
That's what I would tell them.
It was Dad when you're saying this. He used to go to Sam's Club. And, the Sam's Club, you get your membership card, but you're not, when you'd write out a check, they'd be like, well, we need to see your ID. And he'd be like, no, you do not.
Driver's license.
Oh, driver's license. You do not need to see it because you already have my driver's license. I got my Sam's Club membership. He would stand in the checkout line and call Bentonville, Arkansas corporate.
Right in front of the checkout lady.
And then would the manager, would they get a hold of the manager?
They would call the manager to come down and make sure it was straightened out. And a lot of times he's still arguing with the checkout lady. Even after he calls Bentonville right in front of her, she's still arguing with him. And then the manager would have to come down and say, "Oh, we have a problem. Yeah, you have to let this person through." And if for us, we don't have. That was back when we only had one Sam's Club. It was an hour and a half drive away from our house. So I mean, it wasn't like we had a bunch of different Sam's Clubs we could go to. We had to go to the same one, and it took like 5 or 6 times. And finally, the manager of the Sam's Club changed the policy because she came over from Kmart. And that's the way they did it at Kmart. So that's the way they took. It wasn't the Walmart's, it wasn't Sam's Club's policy, but she thought that's what their policy should be. So she implemented it at particular Sam's Club. And Bentonville did not like it. And then finally, after about 5 or 6 phone calls, she finally quit doing it.
Anyway.
Yeah.
Sorry that Jim took over on you, Sally.
Oh, sorry.
So I said,
it's all good.
Remind me of Jim's dad.
I'm just trying to eat some cinnamon coke.
No, but that's exactly how I am. I'm like, if you guys can't figure this out, because I'm showing you what the policy says right here, and it seemed like I always had a problem, right at first, and because they were still learning, So I would say, okay, if you guys have a problem and you can't figure this out, we're gonna call corporate.
Oh yeah.
And so they'd figure it out really quick.
Well, I've seen it because you know how they are. They see the person with the big coupon binder, and you can just see them like, oh no, and then the people behind them in line.
That's the all the stuff on TV is completely fake. Like they say that they paid only like $45 or something or even if that much, like $5 for $200 worth of groceries or whatever. But what they do is they get all these coupons that they can spend on food from like Meijer and stuff. If Meijer has a pharmacy, they can switch all their meds to Meijer's pharmacy, and Meijer's will give them $10 for each prescription that they change over.
Mm-hmm. Oh wow!
If you ever change your pharmacy, see if they give any kind of bonus, because I know that our Kmart used to do that. Like if I switched from Walmart to Kmart pharmacy, they would give me like $5 for each one that I changed, my prescriptions that I changed, and
well.
It's pretty nuts. But me and my kids, I mean, our family members used to come and shop at my store. And by saying my store, I had shelving units just like this set up in my living room, and I had stockpiled with laundry soap and dish soap and deodorant and toothpaste. And for birthdays and Christmases, I would make gift baskets. That's how much stuff I had.
Wow.
I would make gift baskets for all the kids and for the adults and stuff, have freaking KY jelly in there and stuff, just because I got that shit for free.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody's like, why do you need all this KY jelly?
It's for free. I have to take it. So did you sell that stuff on eBay then?
Wait.
I sold it on the yard sale site. It was so funny because whenever I was moving, because I used to live down the street from where I am right now. And when I was moving here, I would put all this stuff on the yard sale site, like shampoo and, body soap and all this stuff. And people would be like, hey, I'm going to take a bottle of that soap or whatever. I'll be there in 5 minutes.
Wow.
And I'd go outside, hand them the soap. They'd hand me the money. It was like a drug deal or something. People were watching out their houses like, what is she doing? But yeah, like I was making money like hand over fist at that time with, just the yard sale site.
Did I hear you correctly?
Yep, you did.
Did you say that you put KY jelly in gift bags for kids?
Yes, she
No,
did.
Yep.
no. No, it
Oh,
don't.
your basket. Can I have a gift basket, please?
I could have sworn I heard her say I made gift bags for kids with KY jelly in it.
Yep, you
Nick-
heard that correctly. I was thinking the same thing.
Nikki, you can use it
I
on
mean,
the
there
flip.
are uses for
There's a lot
it,
of use-
Yeah,
besides.
you can do other stuff with it.
Yeah, you have squeaky hinges. It works good
I'm
for that.
sorry.
Really?
Yeah.
Your hinges
But
smell
as
like
a parent-
strawberries.
I was gonna say strawberry scented hinges.
It's just, well, it was just like a plain KY jelly, so you could use it as a lubricant for, anything.
As a
you
parent,
need a
though,
lubricant
if
for.
an adult woman gave my kid KY jelly, I would be pissed. I'm sorry, and I'm a pretty liberal or relaxed parent.
When my doctor
Yeah.
breaks out the KY jelly, I break into a sweat.
Slip and slide KY down the school hallway.
That's all right too.
Now we know why Sally's the cool mom.
Yep.
Oh, Lord.
Did you give him condoms
Yeah.
too?
Not deep dive jelly. I put a little KY in the glove box for
Yeah,
you.
it's better. It's better than going to Planned Parenthood. She's probably got like good condoms and KY.
I was gonna say, oh yeah, then you better put something
I
besides
did.
KY.
I did.
Folks, hey kids, KY does not prevent pregnancy or STD.
I did
Is
though.
that
I gave I mean my older son, he wanted to be sexually active pretty early, but he didn't lose his virginity until he was like 18. And just because that's how it happened.
And
Well,
I'm
once
sure
he got
he's
a
that
little
girl that
taste
you
or
told me.
whatever, that he was like, "Ooh, gonna have a girlfriend every day of the week,"
I'm sure he's just thrilled to death
And
that you're
so
talking about this live
Every
on
time I go to the
YouTube.
doctor's office,
I hope he's not
every time
listening.
I go to the doctor's office, I grab a handful of condoms, stuff them in my purse, and that's what.
No.
I mean, they were free, so.
A couple tubes of KY, you're good to go.
A couple bottles
Yeah.
of Boonesbury Farms.
I am still not ready to be a grandma, so
I agree.
I'm all for using condoms. Yep. Hey, can't even right now. No,
I can't either.
you can't even.
Oh my gosh.
A pack of Newports. A couple bottles of cheap wine. KY jelly in a box of condoms.
You should have had Sally be your mom.
Oh my god.
Oh my gosh, though, this is a true story. When I was in school, okay, they had these. The university sends out these ads for this company that does care packages, and they'd send like deodorant and the crap that you like.
Toothpaste.
It'd be like this care box or whatever. And my mom calls me up. She says, "Hey, the school says I'm supposed to send you
This
this
is when
thing.
he's in college.
Yeah, do you want any of this stuff?" She's reading off the list. I'm like, "Nah, I don't need any of that crap." So she goes, "Okay, I'm going to send you something you can use." I'm like, "All right, whatever." So I don't expect much. I get this package. They call me down because I got this package won't fit in my mailbox. I go down there and it's heavy. I'm like, what the hell is this? I bring this box up to my dorm room. It's a carton of Camel filters and a 12-pack of Carling's Black Label beer.
Oh my god.
All these other guys are like, they get their shampoo box or whatever, and I got a carton of smokes and a 12-pack of beer. I'm like, yeah, you are the cool mom.
No, she's just the realistic mom.
Yeah, that's what I used.
Yep. Wait, whose birthday is it?
I think it's still about the KY thing.
Hank, who are you saying happy birthday to? Oh, maybe. Oh, okay, okay. Yeah, I'm mixed up. Sorry. I thought it was somebody's birthday.
Well, I could have told you that, but I didn't want to say anything.
Well, why didn't ya? You dork. She says I have the whole seat I'm acting out over here.
No, we can't hear you, Valerie.
Yeah.
Can you hear me? All right, guys, I'm gonna have to go. I gotta go package up this big receiver thing. I don't know what the.
Oh boy, good luck, Kathy. Oh no, we lost.
All right. Have a good day.
All right, y'all. Bye.
Yeah.
Bye, everybody.
Yeah.
Bye.
Bye. Where's Valerie?
Valerie too. Unless she's gonna try to get back in.
I think she restarted because we couldn't hear her, wasn't it?
Maybe.
Oh, I don't know.
Well, here she's back.
I can't hear you.
If she doesn't come back, bye everybody. I
Yeah. How long do we have? if she don't-
She's trying.
think it's like 10 minutes.
No.
Something like that. I'll be right back.
Okay.
I gotta
Wait,
go.
wait,
Oh, now you
Okay.
can hear her.
I can
Okay.
hear you.
Okay.
Yes.
All right, good.
Yeah.
I was just I was talking away and just I was like, I wonder why they kind of talk over me.
Yeah, why are they such a bunch of bags?
What the heck? What the heck's going on here? So, all right, guys, I think we're gonna go ahead and wrap it up for today. Unless anybody has anything to add.
No, I think we covered all the subjects.
All
I think so,
KY
too.
jelly and
Yeah, I think
everything.
so. I think we covered it all real good.
Oh no, Valerie's still on the show. Mute her mic. Mute her mic.
All right, guys, we'll see you all later. Don't forget the Posh Pits tonight, 7 p.m. Central Standard Time, and yeah, bring all your questions and
I'm
we'll try to
writing you
get
back right now, Karen.
answers for that. So, have a great day. Get some listing done, and we'll talk to you later.
Love y'all.
Bye.
Yeah.